Hello, welcome to week 4. I'm your professor, Dr. Randy Clark. Great speeches of the 20th century. The goal of this week is to examine the importance of human interaction in creating a social reality and identify language strategies and tactics used by social movements across history. Language strategies and tactics are the means for sharing cultural, political, and social values. They are the vehicle for social interaction and integration. Social movements must use language purposefully to transform perceptions of society, to alter self-perceptions of members, to legitimize the movement, to prescribe courses of action, and to sustain the movement. Thus, in this chapter, our authors provide an overview of the importance of human interaction in creating a social reality and explain the use of language strategies such as identification, polarization, and power, and tactics such as the use of slogans, songs, labeling, ridicule, obscenity, and nonverbal symbols to structure, transform, or destroy the environment. This week, you will also begin working on your final project. The final project is meant for you to synthesize all that we have studied in this class and apply it in a practical way. As a result, you are to identify a present-day campaign for a person, idea, ideology, or a social movement that is either going on or seems to be developing. In 3,000 to 3,500 words, analyze, interpret, and decode the persuasive technique and or language used to advocate the particular campaign you choose. In your assessment, utilize one of the various theoretical approaches useful in examining persuasion. You can use Aristotle's Aristotelian model, social movements as interpretive system model, agitation and control model, Borman's symbolic convergence theory, or Burke's dramatistic pentad. Keep in mind, this paper is not an argument in favor of or in opposition to, but an analysis of the persuasive language and or technique used to influence the decision maker's target audience. Some questions to consider in preparing and writing this paper. What appear to be the campaign's objectives, strategies, and tactics? What are some ways now being used to position the candidate currently running for office? Idea campaign requesting your active or financial support. Mass movements currently seeking converts. This project will be submitted in 4 stages. You will submit a prospectus, an abstract, and a first draft, and thusly the final paper. Your prospectus written in paragraph form will 1. State the present day campaign for a person, idea, or ideology, or a social movement that is either going on or seems to be developing, and explain why you have chosen this particular campaign, idea, ideology, or social movement. You will also describe the framework or methodology you want to use in analyzing the campaign, idea, ideology, or social movement. And lastly, you want to develop a research question or hypothesis. This will be used to determine what it is that you want to know or come to know through your research. You can do this in a variety of different ways. I strongly encourage you to discuss your topic with an advisor or a professor who is interested in this topic and will be useful to help advise your research. Review the literature and develop specific research questions that you want to answer or hypotheses that you want to test. Determine which frameworks or methods will best answer your questions or test your hypotheses. Explain these thoroughly. You will need to complete the final project based on the goal you have chosen. Your abstract will provide an initial descriptive outline of your project. An abstract condensation of your research report. It indicates what will be found in the essay, and additional details for how to write the abstract are available as a link there in Blackboard. Your draft will be the first version of your project and will receive comments and be returned before submitting the final paper. The final paper is due on the final day of class by midnight. This week, you'll be submitting your prospectus in which you just basically detail the type of project that you want to work on. Again, I'm Dr. Clark for Great Speeches of the 20th Century. I look forward to seeing you back next week.